Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Just Plain Living. I'm John Gray.
Good morning, I'm Peggy Burton.
And I'm Jim Fuller.
How are you guys?
Well, we're not blown away here in Tullahoma.
Are we not lucky?
Yeah,
Oh my
we
gosh.
sure are, I'll tell you what.
We all need to be saying our prayers for East Nashville and all the rest of the counties that got hit really bad.
Well, evidently that thing
horrible.
is taking place in about 2/3 or 3/4 of the state. It cut a line.
It cut a great long line.
You know, just right down I-40.
You're right.
Yeah,
you know, in downtown
damage
Nashville,
everywhere.
it kind of took the path, I understand, of the way the 98 tornado, which destroyed
yeah,
part of
yeah.
Channel 5, I think. It kind of took that similar path. And, you know, you'll see that a lot of times in Coffee County, that the really bad weather kind of travels the path that it's been before.
Which is interesting.
Well,
Yeah,
it's not. It's scientific. It travels the path of least resistance,
Yeah.
and it travels on low ground. A tornado doesn't climb a hill.
Yeah.
It
goes
stays where
straight
low
through.
ground is.
I tell you what, John, Chuck Mangino's in the studio today. And
Yeah, he's smart.
He is a
He'll know the
scientist. Maybe he can give us an opinion on this. It might be a little bit more accurate than what we.
But if you look at how things travel through here, they always come through here out by Jerry Harris's house, out by your house.
Right close to my house.
Right.
It's
You know,
true.
or on the other side of us, on the Normandy side, because
Right.
it's all down and it's where water is.
Right.
I'm back
Tullahoma's uphill from everywhere.
Right.
I'm back living on a lake. At the bottom
Has
of the
it
hill.
rained enough to suit you?
It's rained enough.
Yeah.
My gosh, it's even pooling in my yard, and I live on a hill.
Yeah.
You know, it's
That's
amazing.
tough.
It is.
Yeah.
And the trees, you know, they're going to get loose, and a big wind like that blows a lot of
Yeah.
things over.
Yeah. It doesn't mean it's a tornado. All you have to do is much rain as we have. Matter of fact, you know, they might be loose enough. I've had some in my yard fall over. There was no wind at all.
No, they just got too wet, and
They
they
just
fell
got
over.
too wet,
Yeah.
and then we're leaning to one side. And,
Yeah.
I had Brown stump out there and stumping tree. Thank God for them, to get something off of my house. And he looked at another tree and he said, "Look, you've got a big old limb here that's causing this tree to
Good band.
lean." And he said, "I'm gonna take that while we're right here. I'm gonna take that limb off."
Yeah.
And when he did, that tree just straightened back up.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so.
He's a smart man.
Well, he's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
man.
Yes,
He's
he
a good
is.
man, and we appreciate him for all the things he's done. And you know, he's one of those guys. If you need a call, give him a call. He'll be there.
He'll be there.
figure out a way to help a person who's in desperate need. And plus, he's a great sponsor of the country show.
He really is. He has done a lot for us. We appreciate it.
Well, he usually buys 20 tickets, I guess, at least, and brings friends.
He's a good man.
He's a good man. He's a good guy.
Absolutely. If you support whatever your endeavor we're
Yeah,
involved in,
yeah,
you're a
he's
good
great.
guy.
He's a great guy.
I love that you all did that great show for the
Breast cancer.
breast cancer. It
We
went
had,
well. Did
it was
well?
it was a good show. It was Pink is the Color of Hope. The show. It was our 4th year of doing that. Troy Durham did that show the first time as his wife was dying of cancer.
Yeah.
She was alive for the first show,
I know,
and
very
died
touching.
3 to 4 weeks after
Right.
the first show. And then this will be our 3rd show since then.
And to my
we
knowledge, all
had
the
a
money goes
great-
to Sarah Cannon.
Well,
doesn't it?
what he's doing now is he has decided he will send a percentage to Sarah Cannon, and then he is going to look. He's taking the rest of that money, and he's going to different churches and the Cancer Society, and he's going to divide that money up to institutions who have people who need help.
Maybe
That
locally.
they know, all local. If they
like
need,
that,
if they
yeah.
need food, if they need gas,
That's
if
good.
they need a driver to get to treatment, you know, he wants to see that the majority of that money is spent locally to help people who are fighting cancer locally.
People don't realize how much it costs outside the medical bills.
Oh, yeah, you can,
know.
even if you've got insurance.
Even if you have great
yeah.
insurance, it's a fortune.
Yeah.
And it's,
Well, and you know, if
a
you have to go to
wonderful thing to do.
if you have to go to, I remember when Fran was taking treatment in Murfreesboro, you know, that's 3 days a week.
Yeah.
You've got to go up there, and your caregiver has to make a living.
right.
And so they can't drive themselves because you never know how the treatment's going to
Sure.
treat them.
Yeah.
So you've got to look for friends and relatives and transportation to make this stuff happen. And
It's huge.
while we're on that subject, I want to again give our concern, our prayers, and our best wishes to the family of Nick Smith,
Oh my
Yes.
who
goodness.
passed away this past weekend, and his funeral was this past weekend. I think he passed away on Thursday,
Right, I think so.
and
Very
38
sad.
years old,
Yeah.
Very sad.
Yeah.
brain cancer, and.
Put up the good fight too.
Well, I was
Yeah.
talking to his partner, Cameron Newton, and I was asking Cameron about it, and he said, I've known a lot of people, but Nick taught me how to fight. He said, I've never seen anybody fight anything the way he fought that, and with a smile on his face.
Yeah, I never saw a
he
picture
was-
of him, but when he was smiling.
He wasn't begrudging the whole thing.
Right.
So he'll be missed.
Yes,
The funeral was huge.
I'm sure
Parking
it
lot was full.
Yeah.
So to Jack and his wife and everybody else involved, Nick's wife and everybody else involved, all the friends, our thoughts and prayers are with you.
It's sad.
So,
It really
yeah, it's a sad thing.
brings it home,
Fuller, you ready for baseball season?
Yeah, I guess
Something's
so.
got to be happening.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't get to follow baseball as much as I used to, but
You're a big baseball guy, though.
but
You used to be.
I like it. Yeah, I like baseball.
Did you
yeah.
play baseball growing up?
When I was 15
Yeah.
and younger,
Baseball's easier.
After that, I had to get.
It's easier for
I had
me
to
to
get a job,
understand
so-
than football.
Yeah,
Well, they throw it and they hit it.
That's right.
yeah.
Sometimes it can be pretty boring. Sometimes they throw it and nobody hits
And nobody
it.
hits it.
That's
True.
right. That's right. So anyway, today is election day. And
Yes, it is.
And of course, if you watching this at 6:30, you've got 30 minutes to get
You've
to
got
the
30
polls.
minutes.
Yeah,
to
that's
vote.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. And they were discussing that on the television just earlier about how Nashville,
They're gonna
how
gonna go ahead
they
with
have
it,
out of
knowledge.
100, John, the mayor, John Cooper, said that they have like 163 or 4 polling places, and 15 of them were going to relocate. He said, so most of you people get to go to the same place you always have.
Right.
And so that's about 10%, but they are doing everything they can to relocate and
and
let
keep it
everybody
going.
know where they're relocating to.
Right.
And a lot of places where there isn't power, they're taking generators and stuff to make sure
There's
that
a
people
phenomenal
have
amount
have an
of
opportunity to vote.
electricity outages all over,
Oh, yeah.
all
yeah.
over the place.
Yeah, and plus, I guess in Davidson County, they're going to have people that's going to have trouble because maybe the roads are not,
Oh, sure, you
debris
can't
and
get
all
there.
that, so
Right,
you
oh,
can't
yeah.
get there. So,
The power lines and all that.
yeah,
But what we were talking about earlier, I'm going to talk about now.
sure.
It upsets me very much that in Coffee County, if you want to vote for the Democratic primary, you declare yourself as a Democrat because of county politics and the fact that we have primaries for county elections, you will not be allowed to vote for the judgeship that's being elected because all of them are Republican. And I think it's ridiculous that we have primary elections in the county government. We're one of less than 50% of the states and counties in Tennessee that have it. Out of the 95 counties, I think there's 43 or so that have county elections, and the rest of them don't. Why should we pay, the citizens pay, for a county election, for a primary election, for the parties to decide who they want to run against each other? I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and this is probably the first time that I recall that it's been such a big deal. But you're right. A lot of the counties in Tennessee do not have primaries for county elections.
Right.
Tennessee, Coffee County could choose to do that as well. I think it has to be approved by the state or.
Well, what
changes the
it
election
is,
law.
and I asked Rush Bricken about it when he was in here, and I said, Rush, why is this way? And he said, well, when the Democratic Party was in power, in Tennessee. What has to happen is the state legislature, the party that's in charge of the state legislature also needs to be the party in charge of your county, because both of them have to approve that.
Right.
And so years ago, when the Democratic Party was the primary party in the state of Tennessee, that was chosen to be done. And I asked Rush, I said, well, now the Republican Party is the primary party in the state, and Coffee County is basically a Republican county. Why don't you change it? And he didn't have an answer.
Well, I think
It does seem ridiculous.
initially it has to be initiated, I believe, by the county.
By the county.
Who's requesting to do
Yeah.
that. So you're right, though. It probably would be approved easily by the state.
Yeah, the state doesn't care.
So when they're voting for the judge, the judges,
Right.
you have no say-so.
Have
at
no
all.
say if you're going to vote in the Democratic primary.
If you want to vote in the Democratic primary for president, you don't have a choice, because there were 3 candidates or 4 candidates for judge, and they're all Republicans. So the Democrats didn't put forth a candidate
Yeah.
for this race. So there was no. So whoever wins the Republican primary for the judge will serve the balance of Judge Brock's term, which I think is about 2 years,
Right,
a year and a half,
right.
something like that, because there are no candidates in the general election.
So if you want to vote in the Democratic primary, and one of those judges is your next door neighbor and best friend, you can't cast a vote for your next door neighbor and best friend.
Yeah, well, and
because there are party elections in the county.
Plus, that might be more significant than it was a week ago, because now the Democratic candidates are down to about 3 or 4. So
They pared it down, haven't they?
Yeah, significantly. So, prior to that, I don't know that it would have made a lot of difference when there were 7 of them in there. But
Now,
And Fran asked me a question last night. Amy, the presidential candidate.
Oh, the one that quit.
Klobuchar.
Had quit, but yet her commercials were still running.
I know, I saw those.
And she said, I don't understand that. And I said, well, either there's one or two or both people didn't do their job. Either the people in her campaign that said pull them, or the people that were running them that didn't pull them.
Well, yeah, and probably they had a contract for those
I
to
would
run
think.
through
It
a
was
certain
already
period
paid,
of time.
and they probably
They
just
already
went ahead
paid
with
for
them,
it,
yeah.
and it doesn't matter.
Does seem crazy, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Why aren't we in charge of all that?
yeah.
it'd be fun if we were. Wouldn't it, Jim?
I think it's
it
time for
would.
us to
It
move
would.
on.
It's time for us to move on. We've got wonderful people in the audience today that are going to come up and share all kinds of information with you that you need to know, because that's what we do. We are the local information network, Channel 6, for the last 28 years. Now on Channel 193 on Charter. You can also go to our own YouTube page. You know, I didn't realize how important that was until recently, that everybody in the country can go to our YouTube page and see everything we do on
Everybody
YouTube.
in the world.
In the world.
In the world.
In the world, that's
We're
right.
worldwide,
We can-
folks. Check us out. We'll be right back.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Check out the 2019 fully loaded V6 Kia Sorento, up to $6,400 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
My wife Jackie has always been the life of the party, but things changed when she couldn't be as active anymore.
They told me I needed a double knee replacement.
It's not as big a deal as it used to be, but she still needed to go to rehab.
I was amazed at how good the therapists were at Life Care. They took really good care of me.
They took excellent care of her, and now she's back doing the things she loves, and that makes everyone happy.
Life Care Center of Tullahoma wants you to get active and live well.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, folks, we're back, and this past weekend we had at the high school the Distinguished Young Women. It's a competition. I guess you would call that a competition. And they choose Distinguished Young Women from Tullahoma, and it's based on all kinds of things, smarts, the things you do in the community, and just how good a person you are as well. So we're going to bring you some video from that competition.
All participants of the Distinguished Young Women program are encouraged to be their best self by emphasizing the importance of the 5 pillars of the program. Be healthy, be ambitious, be involved, be responsible, and be studious, affectionately referred to as HAIRS. Thanks to an anonymous donor, one of tonight's participants will receive the first ever Pillars Award. Each participant was given the opportunity to write an essay explaining what the program means to her. The essays were judged by an outside source, and the results used to help determine tonight's winner. In addition, the young lady receiving this honor must embody the 5 pillars while striving to always be her best self. The winner of the Pillars Award and a $250 scholarship is participant number 15, Anna Parker. Our next award is the Donna Brewer Spirit of Distinguished Young Women Award, which includes a $250 cash scholarship. This is a special award because the participants voted on it themselves. They chose the girl who best exemplifies the Distinguished Young Woman spirit. Presenting the Spirit Award is one of last year's Spirit winners, Emily Clark. The 2021 Spirit of Distinguished Young Woman is participant number 12, Katie Northcott. This year, we will be awarding 3 preliminary awards and 1 overall award for each judged category. Last year's overall Scholastics winner, Eleni Pisinos, will present this awards to this year's Scholastic winners. Our 3 preliminary Scholastics winners are, actually, due to a tie, we have 4 preliminaries tonight. First is Haley Rich. Our next Scholastics preliminary winner is Katie Northcott. Next is Hannah Gorman. And our 4th Scholastic Preliminary Award winner is Aubrey Sharon. Our overall Scholastic Award goes to participant number 17, Abigail West. and Bailey Roberts, last year's preliminary interview winners, will present the interview awards. Our 3 preliminary winners are number 13, Lydia Fanning. Number 14, Natalie Nunn. And number 11, Emmeline Carter. Our overall interview winner is participant number 17, Abigail West. Macy Bowen, one of last year's preliminary talent winners, will present the talent awards. Our preliminary talent winners are number 1, Gracie Bassam. Number 3, McKenna Buckner. Number 20, Faith Blair. Our overall talent winner is participant number 11, Emmeline Carter. Macy Marin and Allison Cunningham will present the fitness awards tonight. Our preliminary fitness winners are number 8, Krista Eggleston. Number 21, Olivia Fagan. And number 3, McKenna Buckner. Our overall fitness winner is participant number 11, Emmeline Carter. Cassidy Buchanan, one of last year's preliminary self-expression winners, will present the self-expression awards. Our preliminary self-expression awards go to number 3, McKenna Buckner. Number 14, Natalie Nunn. Number 1, Gracie Bassett. Our overall self-expression winner is participant number 11, Emmeline Carter. Presenting our third alternate award will be Rhonda Stevens, one of our program chairpersons. The third alternate and recipient of a $300 scholarship is participant Gracie Bassam. Our second alternate will receive a $400 scholarship and will be presented her award by last year's second alternate, Adeline Carson. We are proud to announce our second alternate is participant Abigail West. Presenting the first alternate award will be last year's first alternate, Brianna Welch. Cumberland Valley's and Tullahoma's first alternate will be the recipient of a $500 scholarship. Our first alternate has a very important role. If for any reason one of our winners cannot compete for the title of Tennessee's Distinguished Young Woman, our first alternate will go in her place. Our first alternate is participant Lydia Fanning. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for, the awards for Cumberland Valley's and Tullahoma's Distinguished Young Woman. Presenting the award for Cumberland Valley's Distinguished Young Woman is Raven Helena Guilford, Cumberland Valley's Distinguished Young Woman, and first alternate to Tennessee's Distinguished Young Woman of 2020. Our 2021 Distinguished Young Woman of Cumberland Valley, winner of a $1,000 scholarship, I'm very busy, an opportunity to compete for Tennessee's Distinguished Young Woman is participant Natalie Nunn. Presenting the award for Tullahoma's Distinguished Young Woman will be Olivia Anderson, Tullahoma's Distinguished Young Woman of 2020. Our 2021 Distinguished Young Woman of Tullahoma, winner of a $1,000 scholarship and the opportunity to compete for Tennessee's Distinguished Young Woman, is participant Emmeline Carter.
Partners for Healing provides medical care to the working uninsured of Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. We are in Tullahoma from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursdays, and in Manchester on Fridays from 8 to 12. We provide primary medical care and offer an in-house disease management program.
My name is Rosie Mitchell, and I would just like to say I am blessed to have partners in my life.
Please call 455-5014 for more information. Thank you for being one of our Partners for Healing.
Hello, this is Janie Price. When my husband Ray Price would tour across the country, his favorite place to dine was Cracker Barrel Old Country Store locations. His favorite thing to order was the Uncle Herschel.
And the beauty of it all is forever, you'll be holding me to.
I miss Ray dearly, and I'm so proud that his last album, Beauty Is, The Final Sessions, is available at his favorite restaurant.
A love affair to remember.
The project includes a duet with Martina McBride and harmony vocals from Vince Gill. Ray believed this to be the best recording he had ever made.
Oh, I wish I was 18 again.
I think you'll agree when you pick up your copy of Beauty Is, The Final Sessions at a Cracker Barrel Old Country Store location near you or at crackerbarrel.com.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm pleased to be speaking today with Robin Dunn, Tullahoma Alderman Robin Dunn, and she's here to talk a little bit about Earth Day, I think.
That's right, yes. So we've got a couple of events that are going on with the Go Green team, and one is Earth Day, and we're partnering with the Farmers Market in town this year. So on Monday, April 20th, we're going to have Earth Day at South Jackson Civic Center. It's just going to be a really wonderful time. I've got some partnerships with Publix and some other businesses in town. We're going to be giving away grocery bags, reusable grocery bags. We'll be giving away recycling bins, composters, T-shirts. It's going to be a lot of fun. So there'll be music, there'll be food, so a lot of reasons to go and check out the farmers market and see a bit of Earth Day celebration.
Does that mean
too.
you're going to be selling the farmers market? They'll be selling food there. Is that
The farmers market will definitely have their normal wares, so just vegetables, eggs, honey, all those things, and then also we're going to have part of the market will be an Earth Day celebration. So we'll have different businesses talking about how they're going green. We'll have different organizations talking about how they go green. So we've got a bicycling club will be there. We'll have some hiking clubs. So if you're looking for a way to volunteer or be more involved with the city and all things green, it would be a great time to go.
The city's recycling program is something that is a program that I know is dear to your heart. You've
Yes.
talked about it on this
Yes.
program a number of times. How is that going? I get the impression that people are buying into that.
Absolutely. We've actually had an increase in the number of people who are recycling, and I want to assure people, I think there's been a lot of information out there about concerns with where our recycling is going. I can assure people that our recycling, even our plastics, are being reused. So there are factories in the South, especially carpeting factories like Mohawk, where we sell our plastics, and they're being used and put into different fabrics here. You could have a rug at your house that was once a Pepsi bottle, so it is being reused, but I think that people are right to be concerned about their use of plastics because even if it's used over again, it can only be used a certain number of times.
Mhm.
So I would definitely encourage people to reduce the amount of plastics that they're consuming because eventually it will end up in a landfill. So we can be more mindful of how we contain our foods and other things. So.
I bought a pair of slacks, a few weeks back, and it said they were made out of recycled plastic, at least in part.
Absolutely.
I had no idea.
Well, it's funny you should mention the T-shirts that we're going to be giving away at Earth Day at South Jackson Civic Center. They're going to be 100% recycled. So we're really, Action Graphics has helped us find those shirts. They're going to be really a lot of fun to wear, and so I'm excited about that. Yeah.
This is an annual event, is it not?
It is. This is the third time we're doing it. It's the first time we're doing it at South Jackson, but this is the third year we're having it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got music set up, so definitely bring your kids. There'll be event or different projects for them to do. So it should be really fun.
I've noticed that you're always have been a real advocate for recycling and that sort of thing. Have you always been that way, or did you sort of learn that as you've gotten matured?
I've always recycled. That's been something that I've done for a long time, but whenever Mayor Curley asked me to be a part of the Go Green team is when I really kind of pushed forward and tried to figure out different ways to go green.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the other thing that I wanted to talk about today is our rain garden that we're going to be putting in behind East Lincoln Elementary School. So we need between 50 and 100 volunteers on April 4th, and that's a Saturday, so pray for no rain.
Yes.
But it will be, we are going to have 2 shifts starting at 8 to 11, and then 12 to 3. And we need people to bring their shovels and their spades, and we're going to be planting different plants to make this rain garden work. So a rain garden is essentially a garden that really does a great job controlling flash flooding, and that's something I think we could see even this morning. It was pretty wet on the roads. So if we can do this more in our own backyards and at our own businesses, having places where you've got particularly thirsty plants, we can really do a lot here to help control those flash flooding situations. So.
And I'm assuming by what you just said that some plants are better than others as far as helping with that.
Absolutely. One of our members of our Go Green team is Bob Bates, and he did a tremendous amount of research to figure out which plants would be the best for this particular project. But we're basically going to have a ring where the thirstiest plants will be at the bottom of this kind of a ditch, sort of. But and then as you get higher up, they'll be more comfortable with hot or dry conditions.
Right.
So, but.
It's really amazing. This is a whole lot more technical than it needs to be. And obviously a lot of more information is available than there was at one time about lots of things relative to going green.
Oh, absolutely. And we've had such a tremendous amount of support from the University of Tennessee Ag Extension Office. In fact, they came out from Knoxville to help us figure out the best way to put this together, and my hope is that this will serve as a showcase so that individuals can look at that and say, hey, that's not that complicated. This is something I can do at my own home. This is something I can do at my own business, and I can be a part of this solution. So that's my goal, is that we can feel very empowered by this.
You were on this show one time talking about rain barrels and that kind of thing. Is that still going on?
Yes, we did a rain barrel workshop last year, and I have had a lot of people ask if we could do that again. Believe me, as soon as we are able, we will do that, because that is another great way to help control flash flooding.
Yeah.
So.
And I forget, it's been a while, but can you actually use this as drinking water?
No. Yes, thank you for asking. Yes,
right.
the anything that you gather from your gutters would not be drinkable, but it's perfectly safe to use in your garden. It's perfectly safe to use to wash your car or to kind of spray off your driveway. But you would definitely not drink it or allow your pets to drink it.
Could you take a bath in it?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
No.
I'm only saying that because when I was a kid and we didn't have electricity, the water ran off the house into a barrel. We used it we didn't have indoor plumbing, so we used it. So.
Well, you seem no worse for wear, so
yeah,
I'm sure you're all right.
I think I made it through this.
Yeah.
Okay, you need 50 to 100 volunteers to help on the Earth Day project. Is that correct?
For the the Rain Garden project, yes, and that is April 4th, so we're about a month away. It should be really exciting. I've been anticipating this for a long time, so it's a great way to get involved.
So do they need to contact you and let you know they will be coming, or just show up that day?
Yes, if they can contact me, they can contact me at aldermandunn@tullahomatn.gov. That's a perfectly great way to contact me, and I would love to have anybody's support. So
yeah. Okay, Robin, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jim.
Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.
Always a pleasure. You've always got interesting stuff to talk about.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back in just a moment with more living right after this.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He does the work of 2 jobs, but only gets paid for one. He's tough enough to feed the man that gave him a lifetime of nourishment. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. That's right. No Employee of the Month bonus check here. This guy, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. Good luck finding a gym to train for that. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Is this the year you want to get fit? If so, check out just some of the things Tullahoma Parks and Rec has to offer. Kickboxing, aerobics, silver sneakers workouts, swim lessons, boot camp, water aerobics, basketball, Zumba, yoga, pickleball, lap swimming, treadmill, karate. Get fit, Tullahoma, and have some fun with Tullahoma Parks and Rec.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
We have some exciting film from Tullahoma High School homecoming basketball games, so here they are.
Ceremony. During homecoming week, we had fun dressing with themes such as Mathletes versus Athletes and Country versus Country Club. Students have answered trivia questions based on our dress-up days, and 5 lucky trivia-winning students got to choose a teacher to pie in the face at our pep rally. Our attendants have been busy preparing for today and performed a choreographed dance at the pep rally as well. Student Council would like to thank our new WILD group, Wildcats Interactively Leading Daily, for leading a charge with some new activities during the week, Ms. Sharon Woodard for her continued role, and the faculty and staff of THS for supporting Homecoming Week. We would also like to give a special thanks to our THS JROTC for their contributions to tonight's events. The Color Guard assisted during the National Anthem and consists of Cadets Grace Lee Holmes with the national flag, Devin Spademan with the Marine Corps flag, Eden Rainey, left rifle bearer, and Zachary Worth, right rifle bearer. Assisting during the ceremony are the honor detail, Cadet Sergeant Major Travis Simons, and Cadets Carson Reed, Tristan Bunch, Landon Suits, Jonas Harrison, and Graham Vogel. We begin tonight's ceremony with our freshman attendants. Miss Mary Jenkins and Mr. Raymond Martin. Mary is the daughter of Pam and Shannon Jenkins. Mary likes hanging out and eating with her friends, and she is also the Tullahoma High School girls soccer manager. Raymond is the son of Vicki Martin and the late James Martin. Raymond enjoys drones and plane watching and also being involved in theater. Mary and Raymond are being presented with sash and flowers by freshman class president Zaylin Spinner and sophomore class secretary Amy Pham. Our sophomore attendants are Miss Asia White and Mr. Caden Bradford. Asia is the daughter of Natisha White. She is a member of the THS varsity basketball, volleyball, and track teams. She is also a member of HOSA, the Health Occupation Students of America. Caden is the son of Jesse Shady. He is a starter for the Tullahoma High School football team and is also a member of the THS track team. He enjoys hunting, working out, and riding dirt bikes, and is a fan of Star Wars. Asia and Caden are being presented with sash and flowers by Mr. Isaac Lynch, sophomore class president, and Ms. Kaylee Smith, sophomore class vice president. Abby West and Petros Pissinos are our junior attendants tonight. Abby is the daughter of Dana and Jason Kennedy. She is a member of the THS and Tullahoma City swim teams. She is also a member of the National Honor Society and is a Tullahoma lifeguard. Petros is the son of Petros Pisanos and Hong Zhang. He is a member of the THS swim team and is a varsity tennis player for THS. He is also junior class president and is a member of the National Honor Society. Presenting Abby and Petros with sashes and flowers are Aubrey Sharon, junior class president, and Whitney Roberts, student body secretary. Our first seniors tonight are attendants Lexi Vogel and Sean Douglas. Lexi is the daughter of Misty Bolton and granddaughter of Wanda Haston. She is a member of the Criminal Justice Club and enjoys theater and hanging out with her friends. Lexi hopes to attend an EMT program after high school and further her career in paramedics. Sean is the son of Karen Douglas and the late John Douglas. He is vice president of the Future Business Leaders of America, has been a member of the THS soccer team for 3 years, and enjoys hunting and fishing and umpiring baseball games. Lexi and Sean are being presented with sashes and flowers by Eleni Pistanos, senior class president, and Molly Georges, senior class vice president. Our second senior couple consists of Miss Raven Guilford and Mr. Caleb Holloway. The Distinguished Young Woman of the Cumberland Valley. Raven plans on attending Tennessee Tech University and majoring in nursing with a minor in business to become a nurse practitioner. Caleb is the son of Shane and Avery Holloway. Caleb is a THS varsity baseball player and a member of DECA and WILD, and he enjoys his courses in computer-aided design. He plans to attend Tennessee Tech University to major in engineering and minor in business to become an electrical engineer. Raven and Caleb are being presented with sashes and flowers by Brittany Lynn and Catherine Hills, student body vice presidents. Our last seniors tonight are Gaia Levesky and escort Spencer Yoder. Gaia is the daughter of Paula and Terry Davis. She is a member of the Tullahoma High School track and cross-country teams and is also a member of the Criminal Justice Club. Gaia plans to attend university in Italy, probably to study law, but she is open to the possibility of finishing college in the United States. Spencer is the son of Bill and Lane Yoder. He is student body president, founder of High Five Fridays, and has been a cross-country runner. He is also working toward his private pilot license. After graduation, Spencer plans to attend MIT on an Air Force ROTC scholarship and major in aerospace engineering. Presenting Gaia with sash and flowers is Molly Georges. Our special assistants tonight are Mr. Ty Garrison Moore and Miss Presley Perlman Murtry. Presley is the daughter of Cody and Ashley McMurtry. She enjoys playing dress-up, painting, and drawing with chalk. She is a typical peer model at Tullahoma City Schools pre-K. When she grows up, Ashley would like to be a doctor. Ty is the son of Travis and Carrie Moore. He loves zebra cakes, playing outdoor soccer, and Dr. Pepper. He is also a typical peer model at TCS pre-K. When Ty grows up, he would like to be a race car driver. Presenting Presley with flowers is THS Dean of Women, Miss Amy Sisk. Presenting basketballs are Miss Amy Sisk and Dr. Greg English, THS Dean of Men. Okay guys, come this way. Our 2020 homecoming king and queen are Raven Kathy Rose, principal of Tullahoma High School. Please join me in congratulating Raven and Caleb and all of our attendants. Attendants, please gather in the middle of the floor for pictures.
Good evening, I'm Lydia Fanning here with the Tullahoma High School basketball homecoming of 2020, and we are in the middle of the girls game right now, and we already had homecoming for our attendance. I'm here with Raven Guilford, who just won Homecoming Queen. Tell us about your experience.
It was super fun, and just having all of my friends out there supporting me and just having friends even on the court was a great experience, and I'm glad I got to win with my best friend.
I love your dress. Where did you get it?
I got it in Murfreesboro at a place called A Formal Affair.
Well, what are you going to do now?
I'm now going to wait around for the game and wait till senior night starts.
Thank you. I'm here with
Gaia.
How have you enjoyed your experience this year?
It's amazing. Really? I like it, yes.
What did you think when you found out you were on the homecoming ballot?
Oh, I was really shocked. I didn't expect it, but it was cool. I was happy.
Did you have a lot of fun learning the dance, especially with Spencer?
Yes, it was fun.
Good. I love your dress. Where did you get it? It looks so good on you.
Thank you. In Murfreesboro.
Yeah? Great. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Tonight, I'm here with junior homecoming court,
Abby West.
Tell us about your experience.
So I feel like this whole experience in general was just really fun. Just to get to do this with my peers just was a really great experience.
What was your reaction when you found out that you were being voted?
I was kind of surprised, especially just because I never had really asked to get it, but it was definitely a good surprise because I all in all had a lot of fun.
That's good. How did you get this dress? It looks so good.
So I got this dress from David's Bridal, and I just really liked it, and it fit really well, so just decided to get it.
Do you think you'll go for the homecoming court next year, senior year?
I'm not for sure yet. I might let someone else get their chance, but I think it's definitely a good experience, and anyone who would get it would be very lucky.
Thank you. Right now, I am here with freshman homecoming basketball attendant
Mary Jenkins.
Tell me about your experience.
It was good. It was kind of scary.
What was your favorite part?
The pep rally.
Really? I love your dress. Where did you get it?
Murfreesboro.
Wow. So do you think you're going to go for it next year?
I don't know. Maybe.
But did you have fun?
Yes.
Good. I'm here with sophomore homecoming court,
Asia White.
Tell us about your experience.
It was fun. I was nervous, but it was good.
Did you enjoy the dance at the pep rally?
Yeah, it was really fun. We worked really hard on it. So.
Yeah, where did you get your dress? It looks great on you.
I got it from David's Bridal.
It's a really nice color.
Thank you.
Would you ever consider being on the homecoming court again if you got voted?
Yes, I would. Absolutely.
Thank you. Tonight, I'm here with one of the senior homecoming attendants,
Lexi Bogle.
Tell me about your experience this past week as a homecoming court.
It's been very exciting.
What was your favorite part?
Probably dressing up all week.
Would you do it again if you had the opportunity?
Oh, yeah.
Great. Thank you so much for...
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester. Check out the 2018 Ford F-150 as low as $34,739. That's Russell Barnett Ford on 41A in Winchester, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
You made the time and the sacrifice to broaden their horizons, to see their smiles, but mostly to make lifelong memories. We think it's time to do it again, just the two of you. Don't let illness or injury slow you down. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to have my buddy and the buddy of Channel 6, Chuck Mangino, back on today, and he's the pie guy, and we're going to talk numbers with Chuck. And Chuck has a helper with him this time.
Yes, I have a new assistant. Yes.
It's nice to meet you. My name's Carrie Painter.
Your name is what?
Carrie Painter.
Carrie Painter.
Yes,
all right.
She's my new assistant.
Very good.
Starting 2020 pie in the Air Force STEM. My part, that I've come up with, invented, and promoted, and she's assisted me. So this is a start. This is our first time. So she's.
And what are you a student?
Oh, not currently.
Not currently. So you're out of high school?
Yeah, I graduated a few years ago.
Graduated a few years ago, and you like math? Is that what it's all about? Or you like Chuck?
He recommended to go in here.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, she's very intelligent and very, she's interested in it.
Good.
And so I think this is a good time for all this. Pie Day is coming up, March 14th, 2020, and we're here basically to promote the Hands-On Science Center in Tullahoma, and Pie Day is on a Saturday, and it's from 10 to 5, and it's all free on Pie Day. So everything's like coming together. This is my 13th year that I've done the pie
at the Science Center.
And last year I started my Ultra Challenge for the Air Force, for the for the STEM program, children and so forth. And this is it right here. I'll raise up just a little bit. Yeah, that's the binary code there. And
I'm already lost, folks.
Okay. What this is, what you see here is, right there. Okay, that's what she has there. And then, if we could go to this other one then, right here.
This one?
And this is the first 100 of these here.
Okay.
And what it is converted into binary code. Yeah, there we go. And like the 3.141592653558, this right here is converted into binary, like right here.
Okay.
So this is 0011. This is 3. And then 00001, that's 1, and 01000, that's 4.
Okay.
And it goes all the way down. This is 100 right here. Really, it's 104 because I put the last number on there, which should be an 8. Is that correct?
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask a question because you've been on here several times, and we know that you can do pie forever.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to ask a question because of watching movies and a lot of this stuff that we see as science fiction. Usually science fiction turns into science fact.
Right.
You know, and a lot of the things is how people translate information. And so my question is when you turn this into the binary code, does that open up another field of information?
Yes.
That maybe the pie written out as it is doesn't really show where this all of a sudden brings about an aha moment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm glad you said something about that. Here, let me spin this around a little bit. It's pretty big. But here, if we could go to that one also. Okay, is that right there?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, when I see this here, I'm glad you asked that question. When I see this here, like, right in the middle there, is 3, okay, is 83367. I'm not looking at it. 83367, and above it is 530-92186. Is that correct? Just right above it. At the very bottom, very square bottom, is 1300. Very bottom center there. Of course, this is 314158.
Right.
Anyway, when I see this, it's like, you know, like the lottery balls that they pick on, the ping pong balls?
Yeah.
Well, when I first look at this, I just look at it for like an hour, real quiet, no distractions. And they're like ping pong balls coming up to the top. And so, I'll put this back down. But it's just one of those deals. There's a mnemonic system now that I was going to have, you know, having a club at the Hands-On Science Center to teach children how to memorize numbers and so forth. But mine is different. And that's the thing that, you know, I have to kind of explain to people. When I see this, and I jump around from here to here to here to here, there's only like 3 people that I know of in the world can do that. And like I said, one time I was ranked 35 in the world, number 9 in the nation at one time, not even trying. And I don't do the mnemonics like A, B, C, you know, type thing. It's there. And so by doing it in binary, it opens up a whole different field. It's like when I memorize the cards. I take the cards, I tape them, I shuffle them, and I put them out in groups of 4 on the green cardboard, a bulletin board, and I sit there for 46 minutes, and then it's there. It's there for life. It's there, and I do it with this deck. I think tentatively, if I was really hyper challenged, I could do 312 decks of cards stacked to the wall and go through every order. Or really to show off, which I don't do, I could do every other one or every 4th card. It's just there. And so it's not your conventional type of, you know, memory that you would learn in elementary school. But then again, this was not this type of way I thought. They called it Stacy thinking in high school, junior high, elementary school at Bel Air.
Right.
It wasn't understood.
But when you were in regular school, did you make good grades?
Yeah, I barely made C's.
But could you take your textbook and look at it?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And know what was on page 47 halfway up?
If I wanted to, I could do that. And there's a newspaper article back in 2007 or 2008 that says that when I got glasses for the first time, and you know, all of a sudden I could see for the first time, and I memorized everything. But it's always been like, and I thought everybody had it. I didn't think it was no big deal. No. And people say like, you've got a good memory, go ask Chuck, you know. And but anyway, long story short, it wasn't until that Jay Leno show that I told you about in 2006. You know, it's like I never thought. Then I went to the Tullahoma Library, photocopied it, and you know, first night I looked at it and fell asleep. I could do 34. Second night I looked at it, I could do 72 or 74. You know, it just, I had no idea.
There it is. Once it's there, it's there.
It's there. And then the people, I've done over 30, almost 40 shows for free. And when I shot America's Got Talent in Atlanta in 2008, as they were prepping me, you know, I was talking to the producers, and we were talking. They said, you know, if you straighten your act up, you know, get out of the overalls and everything, and he says, you can make $5,000 for a 20 minutes performance in Vegas. You've got that top talent. You've got it. I mean, they treated me like a rock star.
Right.
And I said, I got a little secret, no matter what happens on this stage, because Jerry Springer went on with me and so forth. I said, I'm not getting on the plane again. Y'all been good to me. You've been great. This has been just an unreal moment.
You can drive to Vegas, Chuck.
I know, but I just want to stay in Tullahoma.
You can drive to, you can stay in Tullahoma all but about 2 weeks out of the year, Chuck, and drive to Vegas. My question is right here with this, because we got 001 up there. When you did this, had this been done before?
No,
when you translated
this is
pi
mine.
to binary.
This is mine, but instead of going 8 numbers to go to 1, then it's like these are just groups of 4. I don't go real deep with it.
Okay.
Because
but when you put this together, did a aha moment jump out? Did somebody go, oh, that's how we know that's anti-gravity?
Yeah, it's.
Is there something special that showed up here because that you didn't see there?
Yeah, because what happened was I was wanting to do something that was a signature thing for me. It was a personal signature for me to the world. And it's like, I wanted a challenge.
Okay.
I wanted a challenge, to, because if you do this one here, if we could show this one here now, this is 100, and it's like 104. But
right.
If somebody does this at the Hands On Sight Center in Tullahoma,
right,
they will get a trophy.
Okay.
And I've got
all right, so that's what's happening up on the 14th.
Yes. I do.
Yeah, we need to get back to that and get gone.
Okay.
So
anyway, you know me, I talk. So
me too.
But and I love it. But the thing about it is, this is a challenge I started last year.
Okay.
And this here, but this here, if somebody by memory recites these numbers,
right,
then they get a trophy, and they get to come on the TV show, like you said.
Good,
yeah.
Good, very good.
And if somebody does this, then there will be a big trophy made.
Okay, very good. Chuck Mangino.
All right, sir.
The pie guy,
you.
and your lovely assistant.
Oh, she is.
Glad to have you. You were here.
Too.
This is not your first time, is it?
My first time on TV at all.
On TV. You were in the audience last time, right?
I don't think so.
Did you bring her before?
No, I've had several pie girls.
Right,
yeah.
Well,
yeah. I think she's number 6. Yeah.
This is a perfect example for somebody out there who bakes pies to have one of the best advertising campaigns in the world.
Yeah,
find this pie guy right here and bake a pie and let him have your pies with him wherever he goes, and you'll sell out. Guarantee. We'll be right back.
Clayton has been Tullahoma's family shoe store for over 100 years with a reputation for fashion and personal service. And the tradition continues today. Stop by Clayton and see our large selection of fine shoes.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Talking history about this and that. It's Conversations with John and Pat. With John and Pat. With John and Pat.
Hello everyone, I'm John Rigman.
And I'm Pat Welch, and John, we are here today for segment 72 of the Conversations with John and Pat.
We're just so glad to be here.
Absolutely.
Wrote this song several years ago. It's a parody, by the way.
Okay.
You know,
we've discussed the meaning of that.
It's a tune that Mac Davis came up with, and he had different words, and I kind of changed them for our little musical trio. Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. We can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause we get better looking each day. To know us is to love us. We must be a heck of a band. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but we're doing the best that we can. Once we had an agent, but he never did nothing for us. He charged us a fee for our tryout, then never did get back in touch. Do you reckon he lost our phone number, or by accident throwed it away? I bet he's perturbed, 'cause talent like ours just don't come along every day. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. We can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause we get better looking each day. To know us is to love us. We must be a heck of a band. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but we're doing the best that we can. You ask why we're not on the Opry. It's a fact many people don't know. Roy Acuff has personally called us, but we've just been too busy to go. Some people say that we're conceited, but we don't even know what that means. But I think it has something to do with the way we're affected by eating white beans. I can't believe I wrote that. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. We can't wait to look in the mirror, 'cause we get better looking each day. To know us is to love us. We must be a heck of a band. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble, but we're doing the best that we can. You know, that's silly.
There's
silly
a whole lot
song.
I could say about that, John, but I'm going to refrain.
I know it. Phil Comstock I wrote it, and then I let Phil sing it, and he sings that last part, and that's not so embarrassing to me when he does it.
Yeah, it's exactly
But then
right, yeah.
the lyrics are there for me to. And did you know how long that song's been written? Roy Acuff was still alive. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Y'all, we're going to talk about the THS boys basketball team of 1978-79. You guys on that team, y'all get ready to hear about yourselves. The team was coached by Dale Phelps. Let's put their picture up there, Philip. And they lost to Knoxville Farragut in the quarterfinals, 60-55. Only THS team to go as far. Took the district and regional tournament in the sub-state. They squeaked by Bradley County, 74-73 in overtime. The team consisted of, and here's the way it goes, managers David Cooley, Freddie Fox down front. Standing on the left, Coach Phelps, Scott Simpson, Robert Hayes, David Hollinshed, Eugene London, Odell Crutchfield, Seth McDonald, Alex Sharpton, Tim Lim Telford, Bobby Phelps, and that's the coach's son. He was a playmaker. Frank Johnson, Darrell Gillum, and Joe Johnson. Now let's show Seth. Seth was a big man. He was 6'7" and averaged 15.3 points a game. This team, by the way, had a 24-3 record, and the scoring was led by Seth. But not too far behind him was Odell Crutchfield. Put his picture up if you would.
John, you come prepared today, buddy. I'm proud of you.
Well, I saw the way you did last segment, and I decided I'd try to do better.
It didn't take a lot of effort to do that, too.
Just kidding. I've got a paper in front of me. It's easier this way. And Odell had 11 7-point average. And then Frank Johnson, he's our next one to show. Frank Johnson was a guy I taught over at East and coached. He was a great guy for me and for Coach Phelps as well. 13 points a game. And Frank and Odell were chosen on the district tournament team, joined by Bobby Phelps and Frank in the regional team. Darrell Gillum did not miss a free throw in the tournament play. And Alex Sharpton and Lim Tilford were strong substitutes at 6'3", which signified a team effort throughout the entire season. And they were a great team. And one of the assets of the team is having, when you play defense with a large bunch of guys, and Seth was the center, inside meaning was you always have to keep him, compress your defense to make sure that you've got him contained. And Odell, then again, he had height enough to do the same, and some of the other guys were.
Eugene would have too.
Yeah, and all those guys had height, and that's probably one reason that team went on to as far as they did in the season. And they were, again, Sub-State, they squeaked by Bradley County 74-73, went to state finals, and they were in the quarterfinals of the state. So they had a real good team, and they should be congratulated.
Did you say Bradley won that the tournament that year?
Bradley County, they squeaked by Bradley County.
Okay, who Farragut? I'm sorry,
Farragut won, lost to Farragut, and I'm not sure. It doesn't say that Farragut won the entire tournament, but it was a great group of guys and a great season, and I know those guys are proud.
And should be.
To be a part of that team even now.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's pretty much our segment today, and we're happy to be here. And Pat, you got anything you'd like to say?
John, I'm still reeling from bad performance the previous week on that one that you alluded to there.
Oh, you did good. I was just pulling your leg.
Your annual, we'll have to talk to the annual staff.
I'd like to add just one little comment before we finish up here. Not too long ago, I told the story about Charlie Saunders, teacher at East, and Tim Stubblefield wrestling at East. And I was the referee, student and teacher wrestling, and all the students gathering around. And I had told that Tim got Mr. Saunders down, and so I made him
illegal hold.
I made him stand back up because of the legal hold. Well, I got a call from Mr. Saunders just the other day. He's leading singing, by the way, over at Highland Baptist Church, and some of his church folks had told him I told that tale, and he said, "I want you to know that I got Tim down." And then you made us stand back up, and by the time I stood back up and had to go at him again, I was so tired I couldn't do anything. So,
that's a better story.
We try to be accurate with our information, but 40 years does something to your memory.
Oh man. Well, it's I imagine it probably jaded Tim's too, because I don't think I doubt Tim remembers him getting taken out with Mr. Saunders either.
No, good fellas and a good basketball team at that time.
That was a great team.
Thank you, everyone.
And that closes out segment 72, but it's not the end of the story. We hope, if management allows us to come back, we've got the stories. Thank y'all.
Talking history about the Sandman.
Oh my goodness.
It's Conversations with John and Pat, with John and Pat, with John and Pat.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Hey, are you going to see Becky Buller
I'm
this
going
weekend?
to see Becky Buller. Let me tell you what, Saturday morning you get to go eat green eggs and ham.
Yeah, that's right.
For the Imagination Station, Imagination Library. You get to go to Tullahoma High School Gymnasium for the Purple Olympics, and then you get to go see Becky Buller on Saturday
And
night.
her
What a
band.
great Saturday. Becky Buller, what a talent. I can't say enough about her. Love her to death. What we're going to do right now, though, is we're going to bring you from the Sports Hall of Fame, Brian Morris and Rob Norman, and we'll see you next time.
The next member of the Tullahoma Sports Council Hall of Fame is Mr. Brian Morris. Brian is sponsored by the Surgical Group of Tullahoma. Brian was a member of the THS class of 2005. He was 3 times All-District 8 AAA. In 2005, Brian was named the District 8 AAA Pitcher of the Year and the Most Valuable Player. He was named to the Region 4 AAA All-Region team. He was All-State. He was a TCBA Pro Line Player of the Year, the Tennessee Gatorade Player of the Year, the Louisville Slugger State Player of the Year, and a Louisville Slugger All-Americans. Brian was drafted by the Tampa Bay Devil Rays in the 3rd round in 2005, but he did not sign. Instead, he went to Motlow State Community College, where he completed a 10-1 record with 122 strikeouts and a .82 earned run average. Brian was named the Junior College Freshman Pitcher of the Year, the Junior College Pitcher of the Year, a National Junior College Second-Team All-American, and was a 1st-round draft pick of the Los Angeles Dodgers, the 26th overall pick. He was traded to the Pittsburgh Pirates in 2008, was a Futures Major League Baseball All-Star in 2010, and made his Major League debut on September 14th for the Pirates, pitching 1 scoreless inning against the Chicago Cubs. Brian was a member of the first Pirates team with a winning record in 22 years, including their first playoff appearance in 22 years. He was traded to the Miami Marlins in June of 2014 and made his last Major League appearance for the San Francisco Giants on June 22nd, 2017. Brian's Major League stats: 231 games, 20 wins, 12 losses, a 3.13 ERA, 236 strikeouts, and 1 save. Brian is married to Chelsea and has 2 children, Colton and Lincoln. Brian was named the head baseball coach at Tullahoma High School in June of 2019. The man with a wicked slider. Let's give a big welcome to Brian Morris.
Thank you. My heart hadn't pounded like that for a few years. I'm not much of a talker, especially on stage. It's a lot easier to pitch in front of thousands of people than it is to talk in front of a couple hundred at best. So thank you to the Sports Council. This is an amazing feeling being up here. It's a great honor. Thank you to my parents. Without them, I wouldn't have had the support that you need to have accomplishments like this. And my family, everybody always was on my side. Coach Hargrove was a big impact in my life, still today. So, Coach, thank you. And then, obviously, my wife and kid moving forward after I got into professional baseball was a big support. So, thanks to them as well. Thank you.
Our next inductee to the Tullahoma Sports Hall of Fame, sponsored by EC Design and Print for both baseball and football, is Mr. Rob Norman. Rob was a member of the Tullahoma High School class of 1987. He was a senior class president, named Mr. THS, and was a boys state delegate. Take your time, Rob, I've got a lot to read. As a linebacker on the football field, he was a 3-year letterman, all-district, all-mid-state, and an academic All-American in 1985 and 86. He was All-State Honorable Mention in 85. In 86, he was named All-State, Middle Tennessee Player of the Year, All-USA Honorable Mention, and the most valuable player of the Tullahoma Lions Bowl. Rob lettered for 3 years in football. In baseball, Rob was a pitcher and a first baseman and a 4-year letterman. He made all-district in 86 and 87. He was a member of the state runner-up team in 1986. First baseball game I ever broadcast at McGavick, I believe. Didn't go so well for us. Drafted by the New York Mets in 1987, he was a member of the U.S. Olympic Festival South team in 87, member of the USA Baseball 18 and under national team, and a silver medal winner at the World Junior Championships. During a stellar baseball career at Mississippi State, Rob was a 4-year letterman. He led the team in strikeouts in 1988. He led them in home runs as a first baseman in 1991. He appeared in 4 NCAA regional tournaments. They were the Southeastern Conference champions in 1989 and appeared in the College World Series in 1990. Rob made the NCAA Regional All-Tournament team in 1991. He was an SEC Academic Honor Roll member in 89, 90, and 91, and the team captain of the Mississippi State Bulldogs in 1991. Rob is currently Vice President of First Bank Investment Partners, married to Elizabeth, with 4 children, Matthew, Patrick, Lauren, and Christopher. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rob Norman.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is a very, very humbling experience. It really is. And I appreciate the council and all of you coming out tonight to celebrate. It's really special. Got to thank my parents and my grandmother, my family for their unwavering support all these years. And sometimes when I probably didn't deserve support, they were still there for me. So I appreciate that. Coaches, even Coach Mathis, thank you for giving me a chance. Putting me in positions to succeed. Couldn't do it without them, and obviously teammates, being in a baseball setting or a football setting with, either 8 guys around you or 10 other guys around you, you need their support, and they sure made it easy on me to give me a chance to, gain some notoriety, so I appreciate them. And last, I really think it's special that all the great athletes that came before me, who kind of set the stage and set the standard for excellence. It always gave me something to strive for and to work for. So, I appreciate them and hope they're all doing well. So anyway, thank you all very much. Have a good evening.